Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Spiracy. Today is Thursday, and today we are talking about religious discrimination. So, religious discrimination. How have I experienced it? How have I experienced it within the community? All of that sort of thing. This is a big topic. So, first off, have I experienced it outside the community? Yes, majorly. So being a hereditary, growing up as a witch, growing up as a pagan, I experienced a lot of religious intolerance and discrimination, mainly because I wasn't quiet about it. It was something that I probably could have avoided more if I had been silent, but that's just not in my nature. And so I received a lot of discrimination from classmates and even from teachers. I had one teacher once who actually called me a bitch in front of the entire class. They were all calling me a witch, and she said, "She's not a witch, she's a bitch," in front of the whole class. And then, of course, when my mom went in and talked to the principal, she denied it right to my mother's face, which really pissed her off. So yeah, it definitely was difficult. And that teacher got a slap on the wrist, and that was it. So, and as far as other, things in school, they locked me in the locker room. They turned off all the lights and they said, "Fly, Megan, fly," and started cackling and laughing and stuff. I've been pushed downstairs. I've been shoved into lockers. Kids have tried to beat me up. I've been hit, all sorts of things. So in college, that was really difficult too. I had my altar defaced my first night. Literally, I hadn't even spent the first night. It was in my dorm room. I had set up my altar and thought everything was great. And then, I come back after going to the bathroom and my whole altar, things are broken on it, everything. I had to literally be emergency placed into a different dorm room that night because I went to the RA. And that one was a little bit better. She didn't deface anything, but she told me I couldn't watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I would bring the devil in the room. And I couldn't have any books or anything out. Yet she was allowed to have her Bible out. She was a born again. So that was a very difficult time. So as I've gotten older, it's gotten better for sure. However, I've run into a lot of problems and a lot of situations in which, I'm experiencing it on a regular basis. Even as a therapist, I experienced this in schooling. I was told that I couldn't have religious things out because it might impact the therapy, yet Christian therapists were allowed to have things out because it was their belief system. But yet my belief system was something that would be off-putting to clients. I actually developed an entire curriculum for dealing with pagan clients, as well as sort of for the therapist, how to deal with a pagan client and how to be more inclusive and more tolerant and understanding, as well as coworkers and things like that. I actually developed a whole curriculum for my school because of that incident. So I've definitely experienced my share of religious intolerance, and I think it's still really rampant. And unfortunately, in sort of Trump's America, it's even more rampant, which is really sad. And though we've come a long way, we have a long, long way to come until it gets to a better place. As far as dealing with religious discrimination within the pagan community, there are a lot of difficulties, mainly because we do have so many different traditions and so many different varieties. So I've definitely seen that I'm more of a witch than you type thing happen. And honestly, I just try and stand up to it anytime that I can and just try and make it better. Just by being an example. And I think in some ways, that's really all we can do, is to speak out when we see it, stop it when we see it, and as much as we can and are able to, we can't always. I needed people to help me when I was in school. I couldn't necessarily do things on my own. It would have been great to have somebody in my corner. So if we can be that for other people, if we're able to, we're in a place that's safe to do that, then I'm going to do it as much as I can. It's not always possible, but I'm going to try. So basically, all I would say is do your best, do what you can, and if you can get help, if something is, someone's hurting you in that way, get help. I think the question though is all about have we experienced it, and absolutely I have, and I don't see right now huge leaps and bounds in it getting better. I've seen it get a little bit worse actually. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll see things get better in the future. So, yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. So that's it for today, everyone. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. And as always, blessed be and aloha. Bye.